Before we move forward, I want to spend a few more minutes giving you some additional guidance on which promotions you should actually use. My goal here is to give you enough value so that you can start using BookVillage effectively just from this lesson, even though I still recommend going deeper into our articles and tutorials later. Now, there is something important you need to understand. Behind the scenes, BookVillage does a massive amount of work in terms of moderation, monitoring, and detecting users who try to abuse the system using black hat strategies. Because of this, we have significantly reduced the number of review removals compared to what has happened on other platforms in the recent months. However, and that's important, Amazon's control can be still unpredictable. So, in some cases, reviews may still get removed. What I'm about to share with you is based on everything we have analyzed so far, and it will help you minimize that risk as much as possible. Keep this in mind. This recommendation applies both to the reviews you receive and the reviews you post, because they are two sides of the same coin. Let's start with standard and verified promotions. These do not require any purchase from the reader. However, I do not recommend using them for Kindle version of your books. If you want to use them only for paperback versions. We need to understand that Kindle is a fully controlled ecosystem by Amazon, and based on everything we have observed, ebooks tends to be monitored much more closely. Now, let's talk about Kindle Unlimited promotions. In theory, a reader should have an active Kindle Unlimited subscription to book this type of assignments, but in practice, it's not very easy to verify that. And even when they do, many users tend to overuse this type of promotion, posting too many reviews in a short period, and this kind of behavior. To be completely honest with you, my recommendation is avoid relying on Kindle Unlimited altogether. In fact, I would suggest disabling KDP Select for your books. The logic is the same. Kindle Unlimited is a fully Amazon controlled system, and purchases, page reads, and reviews inside that ecosystem are likely monitored more closely. Right now, our goal is to minimize unnecessary scrutiny. If your book is already enrolled, you can disable auto renewal or contact KDP support to remove it early. In most of the cases, they will allow it. Now, let's talk about verified free promotions. This one is very simple. Avoid them completely. This type of promotion has caused the highest number of issues, not just review removals, but also cases where books were directly blocked on KDP. If the current trend continues, we may remove this option entirely in the future. Let's move to the most important part, verified paid promotion. I am talking about 0.99 and 2.99. These are by far the best options. Amazon places significantly more trust in reviews coming from real purchases. And when everything else is done correctly, these types of reviews tend to be much more stable over time. In the future, we may introduce additional price points, but these two already perform extremely well. There is no real need to use higher price points aggressively. For example, 2.99 is already considered a full price by Amazon, and it allows you to receive 70% of royalties. Now, another critical point is the pricing stability. When you publish a new book, avoid changing the price too often. Frequent price changes can trigger additional checks from Amazon, and right now Amazon is very aggressive. So, what I recommend is this: set your price from the beginning, either 0.99 or 2.99, build a solid base of reviews, and only change the price when you're confident you won't need to change it again shortly after. In many cases, keeping your book at 2.99 long term is perfectly fine, especially if your main goal is to drive paperback sales, which is often the case for nonfiction publishers. Now, before we wrap this section, there is one more very important concept I want you to understand. A common mistake I see, especially with new users, is this: they activate their first promotion and then stop. They wait to receive their first review before contributing, just to test if BookVillage really works. This is a wrong approach, and what you should do instead is starting contributing immediately and do it consistently. Every time you unlock new promotions, activate them right away, because if you wait for each promotion to complete before moving forward, you may experience some slowdowns. And the reason is because some readers, especially the new ones, may book assignments and then forget to complete them or forget to submit their Amazon review link, and when that happens, your promotion may take longer than expected. But here is the shift you need to have in your mindset. You should never evaluate BookVillage based on a single promotion. You should evaluate it based on the total number of reviews you receive over time, for example, across an entire month. If you follow this approach, contributing consistently and activating promotion as you go, you'll see that BookVillage works exactly as intended. Finally, one last recommendation: you should avoid receiving too many reviews in a very short period of time. Ideally, you want to space them out by at least a couple of days. We don't want to show Amazon unnatural spikes of purchases followed by reviews all concentrated within a few days. This is why I do not recommend the old approach many people used in the past, so accumulating activity for months and then releasing everything at once. The best approach is the opposite. Use BookVillage in a consistent way, both as an author and as a reader. This allows you to receive reviews in a much more natural way, in a gradual way, and in a realistic way, which is exactly what we want.